I'm like, what happened? I wanted the curls. I just wanted them loosened a little. And he's looking like, I don't know what happened. But the whole time I'm sitting in the chair, I am pissed. Because Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kimberly and you're watching Life with Kimberly Michelle. So today I'm going to tell you guys all about my natural hair journey. And let me tell you, it has been a journey. So, all right, I started, or I say, when I went natural, it was kind of on a mistake because I just stopped relaxing for a while and I was wearing a lot of wigs and I just was not relaxing my hair because I figured, what's the point? I'm wearing these wigs, so why get a fresh relaxer? So after a while, I was like, wow, I have a pretty good amount of new growth. I should just not relax. So I decided, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this natural thing, I guess. But I was gonna transition out of my relaxer. And I went natural because I wanted my hair to look like the girl from the TV show Half and Half. I loved her hair and I'm like, wow, how do I get my hair like that? I want my hair to look like hers. So that was my motivation for going natural. It wasn't this revelation on, yeah, oh, I want my hair to be natural and I want to be one with my natural hair. No, it was because I wanted a certain look and I knew that I had to stop relaxing to get that look. Okay, so I'm wearing my wigs and I'm transitioning out of my relaxer style. So every week I would shampoo my hair and I started to notice that it was really hard to detangle, like, you know, that line of demarcation. Of course, back then I didn't know what that was. The line of demarcation where my natural hair met my relaxed hair, it was really nappy right there and hard to detangle. So I was having a hard time with it and I'm like, how is my natural hair softer and easier to comb out than my relaxed hair? I just didn't understand because I had had a relaxer since I was 7 years old. So I don't know what my natural hair is like or supposed to be like or how it acts. All I remember is grown folks telling me I needed a relaxer because my hair was too thick and they didn't want to deal with it. So I've been relaxed since I was 7 years old. Okay, so after a couple of weeks of going through this nappiness at the line of demarcation, I decided, you know what? I'm not wearing my hair out anyway. Why am I holding on to this relaxer? I'm just going to cut it off. And besides, I couldn't really get a comb through it. So I'm like, I'm just going to cut this nappy part off where, you know, where it's getting nappy up here. I'm just cut that off. So I cut the relaxed ends off and I'm like, oh wow, this is nice. It's soft and it's easy to get the comb through and I like it, but it's short, so I'm not gonna, you know, wear it out in public or anything like that. So I continued to just braid it underneath my wig caps and I, you know, kept wearing my wigs. By the way, these wigs, I thought I was cute. I was wearing these synthetic wigs from my local beauty supply store. They were like $20 and every week I would just throw it out and go get a new one because they only last like a week, maybe two if I was lucky. But every week I would just throw the wig away and go get another $20 wig from my beauty supply. It was so ugly now that I look back at the photos, but at the time you couldn't tell me nothing. I was cute. Okay, now this had to be around, I want to say maybe 2006, 2007, I don't know. But somewhere between 2006 and 2007 is when this was all taking place. So fast forward, my hair has now grown and I'm like, okay, I think that I can wear my natural hair now. So I decide I'm going to try to wear my natural hair in this curly style because, you know, I want to look like the girl from Half and Half. And I just look like a poofy mess. I didn't know what to do with it. I'm like, how do they get that nice curl? This doesn't look like that. What do I do? So after a few tries, I don't even know if I was watching YouTube yet at that time. So after a few tries, I just didn't know how to handle my hair. So I decided I'm going to get it relaxed again. So I go to a stylist that was recommended to me and she was going to relax my hair. So by now my hair is about shoulder length and she's like, okay, so you're gonna relax your hair. And I'm like, yeah, cause you know, I tried to do the natural thing, but I just don't know what to do with it. And yeah, I'm just gonna get it relaxed. So she is like not really saying much, but you can tell she's a little uneasy about this. So she sections my hair into the quadrant, she bases me and all that, and she preps the relaxer. So as she's starting to work through the first quadrant in the back, she says, I really don't feel right about putting this relaxer in your hair because you did all, you waited all this time to grow it out. And I'm like, yeah, but what am I going to do with it? I want my hair straight again. I just want my hair straight again. I don't know what to do to get it straight, and it's not working, and blah, 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 blah. So she's like, if it's straight you want, I can get your hair straight without a relaxer. So you don't need to get this relaxer. And I'm like, get my hair straight without a relaxer? How'd that work? So she's like, yeah, I could do that. So I was like, okay, if you say you can get it straight without a relaxer, I want to see how you gonna do this, girl. And you're not gonna use a hot comb, because that's all I know. Relaxer, hot comb. Relaxer since I was 7 years old. So I'm like, you're not gonna use a straightening comb, and you're not going to relax it. So let's see. So she's like, okay, let's go. We rushed to the bowl to rinse out the little relaxer that she put on my hair to hurry up and get that out. It hadn't done anything. So then she takes me back to the chair, and we do a shampoo blow dry, and she flat irons it and everything. So I tell her I want a bob cut, and I mean, my hair is pretty long where I can still have a lot of length in the front and have my bob. So she cuts it in a bob, and it's cute, and it's flowy, and it's straight. I'm like, oh yes, honey, yes. And so I go home, and I'm playing in my hair. I'm running my fingers through my hair, and I'm like, this is so cute. Why didn't I do this years ago? I didn't know my hair could do this. I don't even have a relaxer. Oh my gosh, I don't have a relaxer. So I show my friend, and she's like, it looks like you have a relaxer. And so the next day, I'm wearing it, and everybody's like, yeah, that's cute, that's cute. I'm at work. And all of a sudden, it just starts to swell and grow and poof out. And I'm like, well, what's going on? I can't walk around like this. So I called the stylist back, like, something's wrong. What's going on? So I call her back, and I'm like, how do I keep my hair straight? Because it's poofing out. And she's like, yeah, that's going to happen. And she was like, I knew you were going to revert because you were kind of reverting in the chair when I was straightening it out. So I knew it was going to revert. Now, you have to remember, I haven't straightened my hair in like a couple years. So I didn't know anything about reversion. So, all right. I was like, well, I can't deal with this. So she told me that the only option I had was maybe to get a texturizer. And perhaps if I got a texturizer, I could keep my curl and still, I wouldn't revert as bad when I straightened it. So I was like, well, okay, I'll think about that. Now enters YouTube. So we must be at about 2008 by now, because now I'm on YouTube and I hear something called a silkener that they're doing at the Miss Jessie salon in New York. So I'm like, that's what I need. I need that silkener. So I decided to go to another hairstylist that specialized in natural hair, because the stylist that I went to, while she was good, she didn't specialize in natural hair. So this new stylist, they said they specialized in natural hair. So I'm like, I'm going to go there. And the other thing is they carried Miss Jessie's product in their salon, and I figured, well, they know what they're doing. So went there, and it was like a mother-son team, and the son did my hair, and he gave me the silkener, which is really a texturizer, so which is a relaxer. So anyway, he puts the texturizer on my hair, and I'm so excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have these nice loose curls. My hair isn't gonna be so shrunken, and it's gonna look great, like on the YouTube videos. So he puts it in there, and he takes me back to the chair after rinsing it, and I'm a stringy mess, and I'm like just limp, no curls, a slight wave. But I'm like, what happened? I wanted the curls. I just wanted them loosened a little. And he's looking like, I don't know what happened. I put it right on, and I took it right off. So his mom comes over. I think he was more of a new stylist, and his mom comes over and she reassures me that I know it looks bad now, but it's not as bad as it looks. It's fresh. In a few days, those curls will pop back in and it'll be fine. And you know, don't panic. So he decides he's gonna do me a twist out just so I can leave with some type of texture. But the whole time I'm sitting in the chair, I am pissed because I'm like, okay, I waited all this time. I decided I wanted the curls. Then I come to get this glorified texturizer called a silkener, and now I'm back straight. So I'm pissed off. So fast forward, in like a few days, shampooing the hair, my curls did pop back in. So the lady was right. It wasn't as bad as it looked in that chair. The curls did come back. They were looser than they were before, which was fine with me because to me my curls were too tight anyway, and I wanted them looser. So they came back. So now I start searching around on YouTube even more, and I'm looking at more videos, and I'm learning how to rock my natural hair. I'm learning how to put product in it so that it doesn't frizz up throughout the day. I'm dealing with the shrinkage, and I'm rocking it. I'm loving it. You know, it's cool. So then I decide I want to start doing some YouTube videos. I'm like, this is fun. I want to do YouTube videos. So I was like, I'm going to upload my own videos and tell about my natural hair and how I do my natural hair. So I started doing YouTube videos, and I believe that was in 2008. And Miss Jessie's was my jam, honey, because that was the first product I had used and it worked. And I'm like, I'm sticking to this. So, but I did try others, and it just didn't work for me as well as Miss Jessie's. And then, you know, they were really expensive. They're still expensive. They were so expensive, but I'm like, I don't care. This is what I got to do. It's working for me. This is what I'm gonna rock with. So I would only use, pretty much for the most part, that first, I would say 6 months to a year, I only used Miss Jessie's products. So girl, I'm doing my videos about the Miss Jessie's product, and then one day I get this email from Miss Jessie's asking for my address because they want to send me some products. They appreciate the reviews I did on their products, and they want to send me some. Girl, you could have bought me for $2. I'm telling you, I was so excited. That was my first PR package, I guess. I didn't even know what a PR package was back then, or if it was called a PR package. All I knew is they had recognized my videos and they wanted to send me some products. But anyway, they were a fairly new company back then, so you know. But anyway, they sent me the little, you know, their little 2 ounces. They had that kit. I don't know if they still even have it. They had the kit where they had all their little 2-ounce jars of the product, and it was like 45 bucks for the whole set. That's what they sent me in the mail. So girl, yes, honey. But anyway, so now I'm doing good. Everything's cool. I'm rocking my my curly hair, and I'm loving it. I'm shooting my videos every now and then. Sometimes my son will hold the little camera for me because I didn't have a tripod. I was using just some little digital camera I had, and I would prop it up on boxes, like shoe boxes. The lighting was horrible, and that's just what it was. But that's how YouTube was back then, and it was cool. So then that same year, I believe that was October of that year, 2008, I also enrolled in cosmetology school. Now, if you've ever been in cosmetology school, you know that you try everything under the sun with your hair when you are in cosmetology school. So I went in cosmetology school with this beautiful full head of natural hair, and as time went on, I just did crazy things to my hair, so I didn't have that beautiful head of hair anymore. But you know, I was trying color, I was doing this, I was doing that. Then I was in school with a lot of white girls, and they introduced me to texturizing the hair with scissors, like taking the bulk out of the hair with scissors. So when I used to straighten my hair, to me it was too bulky, and I couldn't get that wispy look on the ends that I was going for because my hair was just so thick and bulky. So I got the great idea that I'm going to texturize with scissors my hair, which means that basically when you take texturizing scissors to your hair, you're cutting out, like say these are the strands of your hair. You're keeping this one, you're cutting this one. Oh, I don't want to throw my middle finger up, but you're keeping this one, you're cutting this one. So like every other section, you're cutting out to make it thinner. But my type of hair, you don't do that to and expect it to do right. So I do the texturizing with the scissors, and I style my hair and straighten it. And of course, it starts kind of sticking up where the hair still is, and the ends where I texturized it, it's like just limp and wimpy and nothing to really hold on to. So it's just kind of there, and my hair's sticking up in the back. Anyway, it was a disaster. It was a complete disaster. And on top of that, I was coloring my hair. If the color didn't come out the way I wanted, I would color again. And I was just ruining my hair, just destroying it. So finally I decide, okay, on top of that, I'm straightening it a lot. So of course the ends are starting to lose the curl. So I decide I'm going to cut the ends off and start over with the big chop. So I'm going to link the video to where I got on YouTube and said I need help with my hair, it's a disaster, and where I had, you know, kind of cut it off. So I cut it off, did a big chop. It wasn't that short, but it was too short. I wasn't used to it. I didn't like it. I didn't want it that short. I was embarrassed to wear it that short. I thought my face was so fat and I looked ugly with it, and I didn't want to wear it. So, you know, I rocked it a few days and I'm like, no, I just can't do this. So back to the wigs and the weaves and whatever. So then I decide, for whatever reason, I don't know if I was going through a thing back then or what, but I want to wear my hair like Candy from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all remember back when Candy was rocking that shortcut and she had it kind of flipped up in the front? I wanted my hair like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to cut my hair, relax it, and put it like Candy. So now I'm back to relax. Like, what am I doing? I'm back to the relaxer now. So I relax my hair, I cut it off, and I'm trying to style it like Candy's, which is not really working. I didn't even go to a stylist because, girl, I'm in cosmetology school. I could do this myself. So that's what I'm dealing with. I wore that for a while until I got sick of it, and then I'm like, okay, this relaxer is kind of taking out my hair. Girl, I'm telling you, my edges have not been the same since I put that particular relaxer in. Not all the relaxers for all the years before, but that one relaxer, my edges have not been the same since, and I'm not kidding. So my hair was not, it felt horrible. It felt really bad. It was not healthy at all. And I decided, okay, no more relaxing. I can't keep this relaxing thing up. So big chop number 3. Okay, guys, so did the big chop, started over. Now this time it was short. It was really short. And I tried to wear it. Some days I would wear it. Some days I would just rock a weave or rock a